So let me show you how I got the concept idea. That was pretty easy. I wrote a prompt, a stylized, adorable robot design depicted in all orthographic views, blah blah blah. I will give you this prompt also. And I simply paste it into Leonardo AI. And here is the result. So this will be our base concept. And here are some other concepts which Leonardo gave me, but I decided to go with this one. But here are some cool details which we can borrow, for instance this bolt or the vent at the back of his head. So let's start right away. Okay, let's import our reference image. Let's first of all delete this cube and look for our reference image via import append or Ctrl-Shift-O. And here it is, our hero, but we will use only the one on the left, since this one is the only orthographic one, showing us the guy from the front view. So let's rotate this guy RX90. Let's look from the front view, and you can switch the views with numpad 1, which is for front, numpad 3 for right, numpad 7 for top, and if you press Ctrl, it will make the exactly opposite. So Ctrl numpad 7 is bottom, Ctrl numpad 1 is back, Ctrl numpad 3 is left. But I will provide you with some radial menus which you can use and which I will use throughout this course and also in all my YouTube videos. That's what I use, the radial menus. And the radial menu is simply a JavaScript file which I will provide you with and which you can drag into the viewport. And if you press F for the command menu and look for menu, you will see the radial menus which you can then give a shortcut by right clicking, and then you can use this shortcut to have access to the radial menu. And I will give you also a link where you can gather all the information. But now let's start with this guy. I will center this one, and if you create a sphere at the center here at the origin and drag a sphere, we can use this one to align our reference image. So let's do our adjustments for the reference image. So select this one and press M. Here you can do all the adjustments here in the menu. First of all, I want to have front only. So what this does is, if you look from the back, the reference image disappears. That's what we want. We want to see the reference image only from the front. Again, press M. So I would like to lower down the opacity to something like 0.2, which it doesn't do, which is quite annoying, maybe because it's still in beta. So let me switch to the old version. So now here we can lower down the opacity. Just click on opacity and 0.2, something like this. So we have this adjustment, we have the front only adjustment. And let's also change the depth to front, so we will always see the reference image while modeling. So press OK. Now we can position the reference image. We can block out the main shapes, but let's lock this reference image here. Now this guy, the reference image is locked, and we can comfortably start modeling.